Hello there, my name is Brad Olson. I'm the head Jesus follower at Loveland United Methodist Church, coming to you with this Wednesday, September 2nd edition of a video series we call Alone Together, where we're sharing helpful hints of how to stay connected in a disconnected time. You may be wondering to yourself, where is he? Well, I am in Cedarville, which may have you wondering to yourself, where is Cedarville? Cedarville is a wonderful little community about an hour north of Loveland along Route 42. It's known as being the home of a large Baptist university, Cedarville University. It's also the home of our governor, Mike DeWine, and it's considered the birthplace of Labor Day. And so with Labor Day coming up this weekend, I thought it might be an appropriate place to spend a little bit of time. Which may have you wondering, why is Cedarville considered the birthplace of Labor Day? Here's the story. In the mid-1800s, there was a guy by the name of James Kyle who grew up here. James Kyle went on to be a pastor, which took him to Nevada and then to South Dakota. In South Dakota, he decided to try his hand at politics, where he was elected a senator. In 1882, he was the one who introduced the bill to have Labor Day recognized as a federal holiday that Grover Cleveland then signed into law. Now, I know that it was originally intended to recognize the contribution of labor unions, but I thought it might be a good opportunity to talk more generally about work and what a healthy attitude towards work looks like. Now, I know that many of us have an attitude that work is a burden that has to be borne, that we need to do in order to be able to pay the bills, but what if we would take a different attitude towards work? Let me say two things about what that might look like. First, if you start reading the Bible at the very beginning, you know that the first story in the book of Genesis is about how God created the world and all that is in it. Or in other words, God worked for 6 days. So our ability to be active and productive is rooted in the very nature of who God is. Secondly, if you read Colossians 3:23, there it says, whatever you do, work as if you're putting your whole heart into it. Work as if you're serving the Lord rather than human masters. Or in other words, we ought to be giving God our best because God gave us his best in sending his only son, Jesus, who was crucified and rose again for us. So what would a healthy attitude towards work be? Well, maybe to see it as an opportunity and to give it our very best. We're going to wait till this truck passes. Because our very best is what God has shown to us. I hope that you'll continue to pray for those who are infected by COVID-19. Pray for those who are on the front lines of treating those who are infected by COVID-19. Pray for those who are going back to school, both the teachers and the students. And pray for each of us as we try to navigate our way through coming out of this global pandemic. Be safe and stay well. God bless.